Hey, Bob.
Hey, Dan.
So I know very little about Final Fantasy XII other than it takes place in Ivalice,
Yes.
and I've seen the combat.
It is the direct sequel to Final Fantasy Tactics A2, I'm sure. Okay.
Bob made lots of save files. We now have to figure out which one is right.
It's probably
They're
this
not
one.
even chronological. We have the 13th and the 12th saves in there somewhere.
Let's, Oh man, this is weird, honestly.
I mean, the most recent one is the top one.
Right, but it's not that one.
Why not?
Because
It's not.
It's not, because then I haven't played farther than that. So I don't know what's
Okay.
gonna throw at us.
And we try to prepare the dish in advance
That's
to
right.
show to our audience. Except for games we truly, absolutely, 100% do not give a shit about.
This looks right.
Yes. This looks...
Oh wait, no.
Can you fucking believe they're shilling this for $50?
Right? This is the main town. You see it all the time.
And it looks like dog shit.
And these are the way the character models look.
$50 fucking dollars. I
Yeah.
just... Oh, man.
Yeah.
Say, Bob, talk about Final Fantasy XII. Tell
Final
me about
Fantasy
Final Fantasy
12.
XII.
It is a game that released late into the PS2's life.
I noticed the entire floor has a specular map on it.
Yeah, they I guess they added that for this remaster.
Oh, they added that.
I believe so.
And yet I was sitting here thinking about how bad it looked.
Right? Yeah, they do that. They add some depth of field stuff, which also looks kind of bad. All right.
In the true tradition of PS2 graphic powerhouses, it has a bad depth of field effect.
All right.
I'm really glad we're getting around to the horsepower necessary to do good depth of field.
We can see what CGs look like in this.
Slash how the game should look
This is his job.
for $50. 50 fucking...
Yeah. It's a fan favorite, I guess, which I personally I feel like this is one
I'm
of the
sure this
weakest-
is a fan's favorite.
Right.
So that would make it fan favorite.
You really are a sky pirate. Well,
What are you gonna say about fucking...
yeah,
is you ready?
it's a weird one. All right, let's.
No.
You get the
No.
No, don't.
No.
How fast is she? Could you take the Ifrit?
I've seen you play so much of this. This is so much more interesting and better than the rest of it.
Rather see for yourself?
Oh, look. Characters are saying things, walking around, and I think their faces are supposed to be emoting.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of the early parts of this game. They're just fetch quests and lots of annoyances, and I believe this is around 8 hours in. I've played way more than I probably should have.
And
for the
people
sake of
bitched
this.
at 13.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves.
Empire took notice when they
Yeah, it's weirdly like MMO like in a lot of design choices.
It's almost like they just got done with 11. They checked back in on this project. It still wasn't done.
Right.
And then they just made it MMO style.
And no wagging tongues or you'll like to bite them off.
Because, what was it? The original director, who was the director of Tactics and FFT and those Tactics Ogre games and shit like that. Like, he apparently, for health reasons, stopped being the director fairly early on.
Right. So you have to wonder if gameplay systems were at all like they are in the final release.
I mean, the thing has 3 writers. The original character was not the 2 original characters in this. All sorts of things. And this held the Guinness World Record for, like, longest developed game at one point in time. In a time where PS2 games could be finished in a year, this took 5.
Yeah, it's crazy. And there's a lot of stuff in this. There's probably
This
too
is-
much stuff.
This is maybe the inventor of content as a word to describe things you do in a game.
I have my brother. She eats well.
It really bugs me how badly recorded the voices all sound.
We need her alive. Balthier's bait must be fresh.
I keep trying to tell you. I barely even know who Balthier is.
My brother, a message
I mean,
comes
our
from
Mike.
REMASTER.
in a properly baffled room sounds better than this, so.
Right.
But, you know, I don't know at what point our setup would be affordable. But, you know, they were making Final Fantasy XII.
Yeah. Like, I feel like this is not typical voice quality for a PS2 game.
I mean, typical voice quality for a PS2 game is worse than this, but...
Well, for high-level production, like, Devil May Cry voice, or 3's voice quality is way better.
Right, or God of War.
Yeah. Heck, probably even Final Fantasy X. It's been a long time since I listened to that, though, so I can't be sure.
Let me summarize.
Where are you?
I'm in this game, get me out! That was about how it sounded.
Yes.
Actually, that mic wasn't down my throat, so it's a little different sounding.
Something that added to this is it does autosave now. You see the little flashing thing in the corner once in a while. It's like a box and an arrow pointing at it. That is something I don't believe was in the original release. There are lots of features like that to try and smooth this out. Okay, this has been a ton of cutscene. I think it's good to skip it. Are you okay with skipping this, Dan?
I'm seeing a cool ship fly around in looking worlds, and I'm seeing how this is a really low-res original render.
Yeah.
But they could not upscale.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't re-render in a higher res. So it's just upscaled, and oh boy.
But yeah, there's lots of really neat world stuff.
Okay, Bob, you can skip this cutscene. The game.
Easy.
No good, he's not here.
But this has the best voice quality.
This way.
Yeah. Weird thing is, those knights actually have had their models improved from the original.
Right?
They don't look it.
You'd think that the main characters would look better after they had their models improved.
Yes. I mean, they look better for sure.
Yeah,
like, the arm is better than you would have done on PS2.
Yeah, I remember his shoulders being weirdly terrible on the PS2.
This is a weird thing to say, and it's gonna bite me in the ass, but I feel like this was damn near the beginning of scope as a virtue. What's the name of that Rogue game? Rogue Galaxy?
Yes.
Yeah, that and this came late PS2 and just had this, like, scope as a virtue sort of thing.
Yeah, there's like, we shoot a lot of stuff in here. That makes it good, right?
What manner of errand?
And yet, somehow, eventually, that won out. Like, Fallout 4 and Skyrim are both, like, still insanely popular things despite low quality.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's why this is one of the most popular games, or why some of the fans love this game so much. Like, I know one of our friends who's considered it one of his favorite games. It is because there's so much junk.
And he also likes Xenoblade, which is a similar thing of huge scale.
Yes.
But I feel bad comparing Xenoblade to this because I definitely think Xenoblade's, from what I've seen, Xenoblade's a better game.
It's probably better story-wise, but a lot of the combat ideas and things seem to come straight from this game.
Yeah, but the environments. The environments look like anything you should ever want to look at.
True, the environments are done way better.
And it's not like it was running on drastically more powerful hardware.
That was the Wii.
And this took 5 years!
So this is the regular rate of movement for this game. Luckily, for this edition, they've added speed up. So this is 2 times movement. I can turn it to 4 times. We're gonna stick at 2 times, because 2 times is a lot more safer in combat.
Show 4 times.
Yeah, sure. We're in the town. Let's see. Where was it? There it is.
Down there, yeah.
Speed multiplier.
Okay, so... And this is what it is to take it to the next level.
But yeah, as you can probably see, those towns are designed in a gigantic fashion. They've also added, you see the mini map in the upper right? I can now click in the left analog to get a larger map in the middle. I used to have to go into a menu to do this, which, as you can probably tell,
to do this as in look at a map.
Yeah, look
period?
at a map. Look at a map. Period. You couldn't have it on the screen at the same time as you walked around at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what button changes your multiplier?
L1. It just goes
okay,
between
good. So like it's super easy to just switch.
Yes. So for town exploration, definitely 4 times. I wish that they had 2 buttons for this, because there's other buttons on the controller. I want to be able to go between 2 and 4 times, because 2 times is great for combat, 4 times is great for exploring.
exploring.
Yes.
That's what I call it when I move at 1,000,000 miles an hour through an area. Yeah, I explored it. From 10,000 feet in the air.
Yes. Let's get out of here. I just needed to get that weapon before we went into this dungeon.
Okay. I trust you.
But yeah, the towns are very plain looking and
Well, let's go
very
to normal
repetitive.
speed so we can really immerse ourselves in the Final Fantasy XII experience.
Yeah, it's super easy to get lost in these. Without this map they added in the middle of my screen, I got lost in these cities a lot. I got lost everywhere a lot.
Yeah.
Because everything is very samey looking.
Yeah, I mean...
You will see that extremely when we go to a dungeon.
Right, it's all aesthetically similar with very flat everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I hate it. Like, I just...
It reminds
Sorry,
me-
guys, I'm not trying to shit all over this game, but I hate how this is a hallway.
Right?
It's not even a pretty hallway like 13.
It reminds me so much of Korean MMOs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it has that feel. And I'm like, it's not good.
Yeah, it's just really flat.
Right, everything is just a flat wall and flat ground.
They said a lot of the development of this game was spent trying to make tools to make the game.
Jeez.
And yet it looks like this.
Right? At least when they
confusing.
spent like a ridiculous amount of time making tools for 13, it looked nice.
Right. That's an understatement. Like that game, there's a lot of shit in that game that will look incredible even on a PS4.
Right.
Under Imperial Guard, no doubt.
Actually,
As many of these remasters they've done, I'm surprised they haven't ported 13. I guess-
Probably because that's the sole blame for their company almost going under, kind of.
Yeah, it is definitely the black sheep of the herd at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and it really pisses me off that people shit on 13 so much when, I don't know, man.
Yeah, like I consider this to be the low point of the Final Fantasy series.
Wow.
Personally.
Out of all of them.
Yes.
Wow.
It's the only
wait,
one
does that
that
include the 13 sequels?
No, the Final Fantasy mainline entry, so excluding 10-2, excluding 13-2 and 3.
Man, you weren't kidding. That depth of field effect is pretty bad.
Yeah. And then the blur they put over the whole screen sometimes. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh man, guys, don't do that.
Yeah, they're frame blurring right now.
I can assure you it reaches Lord Vane most discreetly.
You wear your saddle well.
Be that as it may, I have no intention of being bright.
But yeah, this being the worst in the Final Fantasy mainline series.
Yeah, I would say so. It definitely does a lot of different things. It tries stuff, which is something that's good for Final Fantasy to do, I guess. But
Yeah, but
I
it's
feel
not like any of the other ones were samey.
Yeah, no.
Like 4 and 6 is really different, 7 and 8's really different, 9's really different.
I guess that the only one I can't say I've played a lot of is 3.
Okay.
So I can't really.
I
compared to that.
thought you played that one.
I played the 3DS one, but I never even finished it.
Okay.
So I guess this one and that one fall in that same boat of I got bored before it was over and just stopped.
Many things.
You're certainly well informed. Who did you say you were again?
What difference does it make? We have to find Penelo.
And Penelo is your...
She's a friend. She was kidnapped and taken here.
Like, I don't like the character designs.
Yeah, I feel the character designs are really weak in this one.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like the way Bosch is, and I don't know, I like parts of Vaughn and Penelo's designs, but everyone else, I just don't like at all.
Yeah.
I guess Ash isn't too bad. I just don't have her on my team yet, so I kind of wasn't thinking about it.
Okay. What about Fran?
Fran is awful.
What's awful about Fran?
I don't know. Her character art looks okay, but then something about when they went to make it a 3D model is awful.
Oops, we fucking did this wrong. It's like the Oops All Berry box cover.
Right? All right, time to show off what combat's like.
Oh, I thought we were gonna show off Fran.
Oh, well, that too. She's there. So, this is running at regular speed.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wait, what did you even do there?
I selected to attack, and then everyone else attacked too, because
Wait, you don't control them?
No. I can directly control them by hitting the X button and then doing this.
Okay.
But it's not what you want to do. What you want to be doing is using what they call gambits.
Their fucking character art is tactic style in the
It
lower
is,
left.
and
oh
that's
my god.
right. There's certain little things like that. I'm just like, oh man, that's really good.
Could you fucking imagine if a mainline Final Fantasy series actually did Dragon Quest style, a fucking execution of that art style?
Yeah, that'd
It'd be
pretty
incredible. It would look like the PSP version of Tactics, which I forgot the name of, the subtitle, Lion
great.
War.
War of the Lions.
Okay, yeah, it would be like those CGs, which I thought looked great.
Yeah, those were really neat. It would be great. So I'm gonna show off what gambits are. Here we go, gambits.
Now I remember
This is basically like setting up an if-then statement in programming.
Oh,
So she is set to, if the party leader is hacking something, she will also attack it.
and if somebody's HP is lower than 70%, heal them.
Yes.
And you set these up for everyone.
Yes. They start with some automatic ones. I'm actually gonna set up a new one, so jump over to the license board to get her another gambit slot.
Okay, wait. Okay, so wait.
We'll talk about the license board in a second, Dan. We're
Okay.
talking about gambits right now.
I didn't know Fran was a machinist.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a moment too.
Oh my god. Okay.
There's a lot of things they've added for this.
Okay.
All right, so now I want to set it up so if a foe's at 100% HP, she will. Where is it? Steal. Whoops. And then I'll have that. And it does them in our order priority.
Okay.
So, yeah. So now she'll be stealing whenever they're at 100% HP.
So as soon as the battle begins, she's gonna try to steal,
Yes.
but not for the rest of the battle.
Right. After it's.
That seems smart.
Right. Because you want to get as much loot as you can.
This map looks like it would fit in Guns the Duel.
Yeah, these maps are awful. And this is how every dungeon looks. Oh, wait, we need to change that. I cannot be doing this at 4 times speed. I will die. Well,
No,
not
you
right
won't.
now. So really, we can do it at 4 times speed right now. Something else they added for this is job classes.
They added that for this HD remaster?
They added that for the Zodiac Night or Job System edition that they released in Japan only.
What?
This is the only release of it we've seen stateside.
Okay.
Before, everyone used this one sole license board. As you can see now, they each have a different shape to these things. This is what it is. Basically, on this license board, you have literally everything related to a character. So you need to unlock parts of it so they can equip certain equipment. You need to unlock parts of it to unlock their level or limit break style moves, and also to do certain spells and that sort of thing. There are different ones for each class, but you only get to choose the class when you first start the character. You get 2 classes per character. I don't know how you unlock the second one, but that'll come in later. That's apparently new to this version of this game.
As we transition from quick play to video essay.
Yes, that's what we're doing. That's the system I feel is really poorly implemented because, hey, I have no idea what these character stats mean. What do you mean I need to choose a job for them before I can even start to upgrade them at all?
This seems like a really dumb idea implemented for a remaster to give people a reason to play through again.
Yeah, I mean, the initial license system was awful because everyone just was set on the same board and were incredibly samey characters. So I like the idea of adding jobs, but I feel like they did it really poorly. And also they did it wrong because freaking the guy who uses the gun all the time, Balsier, in all the cutscenes, is terrible at using a gun. Fran here has the worst stats in the game and is bad at using a bow. Even though she uses a bow in everything and comes with a bow when you pick her, or when she joins your team.
And these were, like, you didn't get to choose these jobs? Or?
No, I did get to choose the jobs.
Okay, so then...
But
would it be
I did the
possible-
research to figure out what their stats even are supposed to be good at.
Okay.
And found out that, yeah, no, you shouldn't be using anything that makes sense.
Oh, man.
But yeah, you see this. I don't do anything. I literally just look at them and...
I'm just, like, this is why I was so excited for 13. We had 2 Final Fantasies on the PS2. One was 10, which, you know, fine, whatever. But then the other one was this,
Right?
and I'm like, I kind of come to Final Fantasy for really great art and epic story. And, like, I don't know. From everything I've seen in this, I feel like 6 did a better story.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right off the bat.
Well, yeah.
It has the sense of mood. It captivates well.
This has one of the worst starts to a Final Fantasy I've seen, because it like starts 3 times.
Is this a different area?
Yes.
They just copy pasta.
Yeah, no, that's
no
how
way.
every dungeon is.
No way. You didn't. You're sure you didn't just walk in a circle?
I am sure.
Oh my god.
I mean, we can bring up the full map if you want just the confirmation, but that's how the dungeons are. And it's
Also,
really,
why does the full map go to the world before? Are you fucking reading?
yeah, it just repeats these exact same like level layouts they made. It's like, wow. You just had to make a lot of stuff. You didn't care if it was redundant.
Yeah. If there's one thing I don't like as a person, it's scope as a virtue.
Yeah, it's literally just so much filler garbage. I don't.
Someone sounds like they're hurting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
Lamont's on the ground.
Yeah.
Another dude's on the ground.
That's bad. It's Fran. She's the one who heals us.
Yeah, you should maybe turn off 4 times.
Yeah. Can I turn off? No, the L1 does something different here.
Yeah, that was a good choice. I'm still so disappointed looking in the lower left and seeing the concept of Vaughn.
Right.
Ugh.
Use some of these high potions.
Besides, we need to get a good feel for what a battle is like in this at normal speed.
That's true. I only did like one of them at normal speed, and that was against the weaker enemies.
Right, and it was a single enemy.
Right. Whoops.
Yes, use echo herbs on that corpse. I'm alive again.
Yeah, it's insanely slow.
My main criticism of the combat in 13 is that you don't get to control where your character's moving, which causes really weird movement priority and shit like that.
Yeah, and this has
Everyone
that like
groups
a billion
up so that
times.
yeah.
I mean,
Everyone
like
groups
Fran,
up so
Fran
it's-
uses a gun, and she was standing there like a foot from combat.
Right. And then like AoE attacks from the enemy could just hit your entire team, and it would be random as to whether or not it did that because you can't control the movement.
Yeah.
That drove me insane, and ultimately was why I stopped playing that game.
Yeah. And this,
Because I didn't want to go grind a shitload just because there was a possibility that all of my teammates would rub nipples on the enemy and die in a single attack. That audio is really bad quality.
yeah. It is.
$50 fucking dollars. God. It was $50 when it originally came out, you shit heels.
Right? Also, I love the jiggle pig because it's on Vaughn's hair.
Oh yeah.
I have
He
to wonder
uses
if they
a lot of
added
hair
that.
product from for a. I feel like that would be a really weird thing to add.
It
and
would.
It's so PS2 like.
Right?
Man.
Isn't this an interesting looking
This is the
dungeon?
most I've seen of this game ever, to be honest. I think the other time I saw it, you were playing it back at your house in 2006.
Yeah, yeah.
When it came out,
I
and-
was hype for this when it first came out. I
Well,
was really
right,
wanted
it
to be
was-
good. 'cause
You didn't love 10.
No. I still haven't gone back to 10 cents.
So what I'm hearing is we should get the 10 HD remaster. And then play 10-2.
Oh no! Well, yeah, we can beat it in an afternoon for sure.
Oh man, yeah, no.
Also, that was a treasure chest. They blend in so well that you look for the exclamation mark above your head, and then like, okay, well, there's gotta be one around here somewhere.
What was that called? Kiramoto?
Cura mote. So it's I can use Cura just as an item using that.
That's a weird thing to call that though. A moat of Cura?
Yeah, I mean,
And then they didn't call it a moat of Cura, they called it Kiramote.
right. I'm gonna
guess
heal
so.
up before we go in here. 'Cause
Oh,
this is gonna be,
It's gonna get dicey.
yeah, it's gonna get dicey.
Do you want magics or technics?
No, it's magic in Technics.
Well, I presume You have to choose one or the other when you go into that menu, so.
Yeah, okay.
You're like, technically, magics are technics. Woke level 100, fam. That was pretty PS2.
Yeah, it was very PS2.
This is what I came here to see.
I wouldn't be surprised if the original...
I could barely reach you through the speaker.
Nethicite, manufactured nethicite.
Nethicite?
Unlike regular magicite, nethicite absorbs magical energy. This is the fruit of research into the manufacture of nethicite. All at the hands of the Dracula.
I feel like the microphone on our camcorder from 2006 was maybe better than this if you used it as a mic.
Right? It's so bad.
Actually, yeah, I know that for a fact. We had videos we made where we shoved the camera up on their mouse so they could just record ADR.
Right?
And it sounded better than this.
Yeah, I'm like, for a $50 remaster, they could have re-recorded all the audio.
No.
Get that sample you carry.
It would have bankrupted them.
Yeah.
Tell me, who are you?
No, you don't have to kiss me.
Waiting Balthier.
Obscure Rocky references. You're welcome.
We missed ya.
That's a really neat weapon.
The judge and know this boy.
It's a vibrating ring.
Yeah, it's a...
Wet my beak a little.
Keep your snout in the trough where it belongs. This thinking ill befits you, Bagamnon.
Balthier. Too long have
That
I
is
gone
pretty neat.
unpaid.
That idea.
Right.
That boy.
It doesn't make sense how it's doing it, but
Right.
Taking her back.
magic.
Magic and science.
Why keep the bait when you've landed the fish? We cut her loose on the way here and then off she ran crying like a babe.
Hey,
What is with this audio? What was with that?
After
It looks like he went to do a daps and then just like hit his chest and then even though it was really light, he fell out.
I don't know, man.
Fight who we must, leave the rest.
It's a cutscene in a PS2 game. Alright, I should really
Devil
fight
May
no
Cry.
one. Other than Devil May Cry. They were, for some reason, incredibly ahead of their time. But yeah, I held the R2 button so I can flee, and that stops them from attacking enemies.
Oh, why did you lose a teammate? You now only have 3 instead of the assigned 4.
The other guy was a guest character. He ran ahead of me,
Huh.
which it didn't portray too well, but
Yeah, maybe I'm not paying enough attention.
yeah, he was the kid who ran a little bit ahead of it, but
Yeah, a
now it's
little.
good. Yeah, now he's like a full screen ahead for the
Yeah,
rest
okay,
of this.
just not even in your party ahead.
Yeah.
So Bob, you saw this and thought, quick play,
Yeah.
because this
I was
is
like,
the game.
This is... How do you put it? Let's see. Prime Final Fantasy 12 action.
Okay, this is a prime cut.
Yes. We come to Final Fantasy 12, this is what you should expect.
So I take it if you ever stop running, those guys will seriously
Yeah,
fuck you up.
they will just murder you. It's ridiculous.
You should turn up the speed.
This game was way more bearable with that.
And then you even
You
run-
walk right through all the same areas you have to walk through, yes.
It would not seem they follow.
It would not seem they follow.
It sounds
You
fancier.
mean followed?
At my heels, and I'm
It sounds
apt to give
fancier
up
this way, Dan.
skyrioting altogether.
Maybe you should turn that off. Okay. I didn't even know how you lost them.
Oh yeah, it's
They were
just like
keeping speed with
right?
you the whole time.
Right. Let's turn it back down to 2x speed so I can use it more easily in combat and not worry about things going horribly wrong.
Am I just a moron, or is like Final Fantasy's main thing supposed to be like story, world, and art? Like nobody ever praised Final Fantasies primarily because of their combat systems.
That's probably right. I mean,
They were more serviceable than others back in the day, but they weren't like revolutionarily better.
right, they were just like they always seemed like they were more sophisticated, like they worked right. and a lot of
like
the ones didn't.
materia systems and espers and shit.
Right.
Like whereas other ones were like, we have hitting and magic.
Oh yeah, let's do one of those limit breaks.
Oh, missed.
Quickening. Oh, I guess I don't have it lit. Maybe one of the other ones has it
rank?
ready.
What?
Oh, she's got it ready.
What is with rank?
There are 3 levels of it. You have to unlock each level in a different part of the license board. So I only have unlocked 1 level for each character so far. And it's gonna tell me some buttons to hit.
What? Where did it tell you that?
Down at the bottom, there's hitting X for Bosch, and it's gonna switch to his next.
What?
Yeah, it just seems.
Wait, I'm so confused. So you're just needing to hit X before it's done.
You're right, and the timer will keep going down, and I have to shuffle it using R2. It's weird. I haven't done it much in this version, and this seems a little different from the original, so I guess I wasn't fully prepared for this part.
No, that's fine.
That zombie better be really dead.
Audio is like...
Yeah. It kind of sounds like that Castlevania bridge.
Oh.
That we've...
Oh, where the explosion's just really quiet.
Right.
Hey, Bob, it's more like a... Oh, no, because I was really disappointed by the choices of audio. I found it funny that Hales Leon was actually, like, really impressed that we did audio, like, with fire and shit. And I'm like, this should be the standard.
Right? Like, who would make this and not do that?
Evidently, us. I mean, I also did that for the Sonic one that he seemingly hates.
Right?
In fact, that one came off better because the wind sound effect was
that was
more
actually
solid.
That was pretty convincing, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, it was better than what was there originally.
Right?
So I feel like that's the main goal of any abridged thing. Man, it's funny that we buried us actually talking about those abridged things halfway through a fucking Final Fantasy. Halfway. Most of the way through, hopefully. Final Fantasy 12 quick play.
There's gonna be one thing after this, which I feel is pinnacle Final Fantasy 12.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if anyone should have to endure it.
Well, you know, this thing probably won't be ready in time to finish processing by the end of today, maybe. What? My God. That was the world's shittiest plan.
You must take care with such undesirables about.
I was kidnapped.
Silence.
If it is a crime to wander on one's own, then I
Gabranth is the other guy they added from Dissidia. Or in Dissidia for this game.
Well, you know, Gabranth looks cool.
I trust that
Yeah.
your state can accommodate no
Like,
guest.
most characters in this really don't.
Judge Geese, I shall heed your counsel.
Yeah, it's the way that their faces end up looking too, I think really makes it even worse.
Because they're going for photorealism, so they give them bags under their eyes and shit.
And something about their textures makes their eyes just fall into their face. Like,
Yeah.
it looks like they have skin instead of like whites in their eyes.
Yeah.
That's no Lamont. Larsa Ferina Solidor, 4th son to Emperor Gramis and brother to Vane.
What? That kid?
Do not worry.
All right. I think that we're good.
Are we? I don't know what...
All right, sure. We can just...
Nobody knows men like Franders.
I mean, she's a titted bunny girl.
We must find means to approach him.
With a really shit outfit.
Money to organizations opposing the Empire. We'll start there.
How will they know it's Final Fantasy? We have all these humanly realistic people with not anime-inspired aesthetic. Well, stick a bunny girl in it.
I find it super weird that they have all of these crazy races they invent for like the Tactics Advanced series. And none of them join your party. They're just all side characters.
Wait.
Except for the bunny girl.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the bunny girl's the only one.
Wait, what? Those characters are in here? Is that what you said? Sorry, I was trying to pay attention
those
to the
weird
plot.
races.
Oh, okay.
Get their attention.
Oh man, those weird races. Yeah, I guess these are representations of
How about this?
like the monster.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here we go.
I'm Captain Bosch von Rotzenberg of Dalmasca.
So get ready for this.
Well, what do you think?
That certainly qualifies as a clamor. All right, Vaughn, get to it. For the girls' sake.
So I once again I was trying to pay attention to it, but then you were talking about the race thing. Why are you saying you're Captain Bash
if you need us.
From Dalmasca.
To raise notoriety and bring the thought that Captain Bosch is alive, because everybody thinks he's dead and was like executed. So now I have to go.
So why can't he go do that?
I don't know. It doesn't make any
Don't
sense.
listen to Ondor's lies.
No one heeded my words.
I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca. I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
Why does this not work?
Bosch lives.
Yeah, I got him.
6%, huh?
Bosch lives.
I mean, there's a reason Mega 64 did this their skit on this, because this is insane.
Yeah, no, this was like, I'm pretty sure I stopped shortly after this. I was playing it back in 2006.
Wow.
Because it was like, oh no, they want this. This is what they think is good.
You're messing up so many people.
There's so many. I'm looking for a place that has a lot of people.
And your notoriety dropped to 0.
Oh my god. I feel like if I get to near the airport. Oh my god, really? One dude?
Do it again.
I don't think.
Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
Okay, so what were you saying? Get near the airport?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people by the port, so maybe that's will work.
I'm Captain Bosch.
I wish we had face cam so people could see my soul leaving my fucking body through my face.
Yeah, it's.
I keep thinking Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 6 and Final Fantasy 4 and all these like great storytelling moments and set pieces and like character moments. And then this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they thought this was okay.
I'm the Bosch von Ronsenberg.
It's working in here.
The Bosch von
Yes.
Ronsenberg.
Sure. Any day I get like 0 subscribers, I'm now just gonna be like, no one heeds my word.
Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca.
I like how a kid shoves you to the side.
Right.
That's how much notoriety you
Don't
have.
listen to Ondor's lies.
I
want to slap the person who fucking thought of this.
And this isn't the only part of the game like this.
No!
Yeah, there are other. There's not this exact mini game, but there's other mini games where you have to go around and hit square button at things.
You know,
Of course,
a mini game is something you could avoid.
What about Blitzball?
You can't avoid Blitzball?
No.
Oh.
There's no avoiding Blitzball.
Well,
you have to do at least one game.
Can you avoid the rest of these?
No.
Well, see, then there you go. That's the difference, right?
Okay.
Kind of like the motorcycle thing in Final Fantasy VII. I would still call the motorcycle thing, you know, it's both a set piece and a mini game because the arcade thing.
Oh god, the thought of this is a set piece. Oh no.
It is! It is, and it's terrible!
It's the worst set piece known to man.
I'd rather play through the intro of The Darkness 2 than fucking do this right now. Sure, drag me through a fucking restaurant while I shoot people who leap in front of my vision like the world's shittiest time crisis. We did a quick play on that if you guys want to see that. just fucking search it. You know? We didn't immortalize our words for nothing. This is oh my god.
Right?
But I'm gonna deal. I'm gonna sit it through.
Yeah, we're not just gonna stop.
No, I need to know how long this takes.
What? What?
And you lost 30!
Yeah. Oh my god.
How were you supposed to know that that person was not okay to say that in front of?
I don't know. He's not wearing the knight armor. Why would I think that he's dressed like Bosch is? Oh my god. Maybe over here.
Hey, Bob, I just realized I have to go kill myself.
Fair enough.
I like how many of the same person is all over this place.
God, there's so many of you. And only one. Maybe from this side.
This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Ondor's lies. I'm Captain Bosch.
Now I need to see an extended gameplay clip of Final Fantasy X. Just, you know, I need to play it, basically.
Right.
Because there's no way.
Yeah, I don't feel like there was any moment in that game. It was this.
I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg.
He yelled in the dude's goddamn face.
Yes. He would not heed me, though.
No one, as in that guy, does not heed your words.
Bosch lives.
You can't talk about that here.
Whoa, that guy really liked it.
He heeded the fuck out of your words. Oh man, Bob, we're almost done. You better hope an informed Seneca isn't right there, Bob.
Yes, 100%.
Wait, how did, you yelled it quietly.
Yeah, I yelled it at those two, not him.
He's like, oh, I wish he was talking to me. I wish. You got a lot of
fanboys.
notoriety. Yeah, these are fanboys, definitely.
Did they see my fan site?
This is the one, Amaro. Says he's Captain Bosch, he does.
This was a good plan.
Right?
The king. I knew he weren't no captain. That was a mean trick to be playing.
If a trickery it ended, it would end well enough. But why this boy? And why Captain Ronsenberg? An explanation is due, and I will hear it.
His head animations are really creepy.
A shame if they learnt the Marquis trafficked with the likes of you. Agents masquerading as guides, a hideout at the back of a tavern? Not exactly earning high marks for originality, are we?
Now you've done it.
So Bosch von Ronsenberg does yet live.
Yeah, I don't know why Vaughn would go do that instead of him. That doesn't make any sense.
At all. At all.
And I feel like a lot of the story elements feel like that. Like, why is this happening? Like, Vaughn, when he first meets Bosch, believes that Bosch killed his brother. Because that's the story that he's heard. And there's no explanation for why he stopped believing that. He just has a moment of, I guess I should trust him. It's like, dude, you think he betrayed your country and killed your brother. It should just take a little bit more of a character moment than this. Because this is nothing.
Or what if it was nothing?
He helped me get out of that dungeon. I was like, that helped himself get out of the dungeon too.
I've seen enough of this game now that I know why people are like, were you inspired by the Star Wars prequels?
Oh god, I forgot about that.
But give him a little time and he will put things to rights.
This couch is made of styrofoam. Please help.
My butt is so dry.
I didn't realize styrofoam was highly absorbent.
I'm sorry.
I said styrofoam, not like packing kernels. I'm like, yes.
My friends, my parents.
Yes!
So you fear the Empire?
I choose my couches based on absorptivity.
The men of my family, we are taught to place the needs of others before those of our own. I will see that you are kept from harm. It is my duty to House Solidor.
You know, this also kind of reminds me of epic scale TV shows nowadays, where it's just a lot of, like, not large scale stuff, but a lot of
talking about rank.
And,
yeah.
I knew there must be more to it, but to find you at the end of this tale? To see the Marquis's face when he learns of it.
I should like nothing more. I would meet him and see for myself.
How say you, my lord?
There is little to be said.
Hey, make that person.
Right.
Help.
We shall expect you at the estate.
Yeah, everyone's eyes just don't separate from their model well for some reason.
Right.
And I mean, eventually you fix that with eye shaders, which I don't think were a thing back then, but maybe they were. I mean, generally you would just make the eyes really bright so they stood out.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bob, for showing me this game. I'm really glad I have context for that Mega 64 sketch, you know, it just makes so much more sense now. God, this...
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I feel weird. I don't want to just be like, this is shit when I know someone personally who loves it. But I also know a billion Final Fantasy fans, personally, who just didn't care for it. This game made me very unhappy. Can I just leave it as that? Is that enough? Can I just say that, Bob? Bob, why did they make this game?
I don't know.
Why did it take 5 years to make this?
I feel like in the redoing of some of his texture work, he lacks the same level of painting on abs used to maintain.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. They just smoothed them over like people didn't want to see his incredibly awesome spray tanned ab line.
Yeah, I don't
which
get
is
it.
Weird.
They should have modeled it in, make his abs like really defined.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, sorry. I know we're trying to end on a joke like usual. His model, just look at the different parts of it. Like, none of it meshes.
No, it's all bad.
Like, his face doesn't match the body sculpt. The parts of his face are really weird style-wise compared to everything else. I mean, if anything, the spray painted on ab line fits his face. Because it's this weird hyper-realism detail that doesn't look right.
Right.
Oh, man, he's so creepy.
Yeah, I don't...
Couldn't we have just played as, like, I don't know, a firebomb? Just fucking float around and be like, I'm Captain Rash from Nebraska.
GigaBoots has been brought to you by the remarkable generosity of Nicholas Cameron and Vincent Pover.
And Cywolf.
Go to patreon.com/GigaBoots and support GigaBoots today.